Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here for an early look at the Week 6 main slate here on Draftkings. Before I get into the video, a couple things. One, we're over 820 subscribers now. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. Really do appreciate all of you. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy the content. We get new videos every single day talking NFL DFS as well as NBA DFS. And then two, I'm doing a weekly giveaway in this channel every single week. Winner receives $20 PayPal from myself. How it works is all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in the video, and it's one entry into the giveaway. It starts with my Monday night video that I uploaded yesterday. It goes throughout the week and ends in my Monday Night Football Show on Site video at the end of the week. So however many videos up for the week, you can enter it that many times. Let's just say I have 10 videos up for the week. You can enter it 10 times. Again, max one comment, though, per video. And with that out of the way, let's jump into it. So I'm going to take a page out of Al Smizzle's book here and do an early look lineup. This is my first time looking at the salaries. I promise I've not cheated. I've not looked at any of the salaries. And we're going to build an early look lineup. And yeah, so let's jump into it. So let's take a look at some of these salaries. Mahomes at the top here at 7.5K. It worries me that the ankle injury, I think it was. He was limping around a lot in that game against the Colts, so this is definitely a situation I have to monitor. And yeah, I mean, but if he's good to go, like Kansas City, Houston, this game, I mean, I want a lot of pieces of this game. It should be a lot of points scored in this one. Again, I haven't looked at any of the over-unders either. I'm just assuming this one's going to be very high scoring. Lamar Jackson at 6.9K is decent. Again, he's got the rushing upside, so don't mind him. Let's see, Deshaun Watson at 6.7. Again, this game should be really high scoring. So Deshaun and Mahomes, if he's healthy, are definitely targets I want. Ooh, Kyler Murray at 6.5K going up with Atlanta. Yeah, this is a game I want a lot of pieces to. I actually retweeted a pretty interesting tweet earlier today about Kyler Murray and how Arizona's has been like the worst team in the red zone. Like they've kicked so many field goals. So if Arizona can just convert some of these touchdowns, Kyler Murray can have a massive day. I mean, he's had very, very few touchdowns this season. Let's see, he's had what? 4 touchdowns total in 4 games. So imagine if touchdown regression goes to a side. Yeah, Kyler can have a huge day. So I really like him. Leaning towards Kyler right now. I got Matt Ryan, definitely played 2 in the same game. 2 really bad defenses. Atlanta's just been getting destroyed by teams. Same thing with Arizona. So, yeah, I want a lot of pieces to that game as well. So both those quarterbacks look really appealing to me. Let's look at other options, though. Jared Goff's decent here at 6.1K. He had a pretty big night last time out. Cheaper options, Bridgewater had a really good day against Tampa Bay, but I don't know if I want to go there against Jacksonville. But Carolina did just have their way with Jacksonville. Kirk Cousins did call that. Finally had a good game. I like the Kirk Cousins Thielen stack. He finally got on track. 23 fantasy points for him. Don't know if I want to go here, though, against Philadelphia. I mean, he's still okay, but again, I just prefer those other quarterbacks right now. Minshew's okay. Yeah, so it's really... I like spending up in quarterback just from first glance here. So Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Matt Ryan. Let's roll with Kyler Murray. Again, I really think a huge breakout game is coming from him if we can get a positive touchdown regression. So really like Kyler there at 6.5. Let's take a look at running backs here. So let's see. We got Zeke going up against the Jets. Don't mind that at all. If Sam Darnold doesn't play, then I would like Zeke a lot more because Dallas should be playing with a pretty big lead. What is Sam Darnold's price? I didn't even look at him. He's at 5.1K. Wouldn't hate that. I mean, Dallas defense just got destroyed there by Green Bay, so wouldn't hate going to Sam Darnold as a cheap option if he's going to play. But yeah, back to running backs. Let's see. Dalvin Cook at 8.4K. He's just being utilized so much in this offense. 20, 16, 14, 21 attempts. He's getting targeted through the air. Like, Dalvin Cook just seems so safe here at home. Kamara at 8K, don't mind that. David Johnson at 7.6K. If he's going to play, then I would like him a good amount. He had some back injury. Don't think it's going to be serious. Again, that's a situation we have to monitor. If David Johnson's going to play, I like him a lot there at 7.6. Chubb's pretty solid at 7.3K. He had that huge game in, week 4 against Baltimore. Let's see, Fournette's a guy I really liked there last week. He had a pretty big game. He's just out there the whole game. Jacksonville loves running the ball. Now at home against the Saints, I think this price still hasn't come up enough on Fournette, so I do like him a decent amount here. Le'Veon, I like the price tag. We'll only go to him if Sam Darnold plays. If Sam Darnold misses, I'm not going to Le'Veon. That Jets offense is just a mess without Sam Darnold. Todd Gurley, I'm not a big Todd Gurley guy, but now, like I said, I would target him when the price is fair. 6.2K is a pretty fair price for a guy that's going to play 75% of the snaps. Now, San Francisco's look pretty good, but yeah, this price tag makes Gurley in play for sure. Derrick Henry's never really a guy I get to. Chris Carson, I like in the mid-range as well. He had some fumbling issues early, but now, back-to-back 22 and then 27 carry games. He's going to get utilized in the passing game a little bit too, so I think he's pretty solid here in the mid-range. Devontae Freeman, don't mind either. Hasn't really been great on the ground, but he's got the high floor because of his PPR upside. Again, I want a lot of pieces to that game. Let's see, the Kansas City running backs is probably going to stay away with Damian LaShawn and Darrell Williams. It looks like all three got a lot of work there against the Colts, so it looks like it's going to be a three-headed monster. Probably going to stay away from me. Mixon had a pretty solid day there against Arizona, almost 100 yards, but don't know if I want to go there against Baltimore. Matt Breida had a big game so far. He had the 83-yard touchdown run Monday Night Football, but again, San Francisco still utilizes three backs. Don't think I want to go there. Other cheaper options, Chase Edmonds would be, probably the top value play on the day if David Johnson misses. So that's the situation we have to monitor. I'm really never too high on value guys unless there's someone injured. Like I said, like Chase Edmonds, then I would pivot there if David Johnson misses. But yeah, that's basically it. So I want to plug in a lot of these, stud running backs. So let's see. Cook's pretty solid. Zeke's, it's tough. Fournette, I think it seems really safe here. I know the Saints defense has been pretty solid against the run, but I don't think the price tag has come up on Fournette enough. He's just utilized so much. So let's go with Fournette there. And then let's see. This is tricky. There's no CMC. I think Carolina plays the 8:30 game, the early game in London, I believe. So no McCaffrey on the slate. Again, this will be a wait-and-see approach with Le'Veon because I would definitely go to him if Sam Darnold plays. I kind of like this price on Todd Gurley, honestly. Doesn't have massive upside, but if he's going to be out there 75% of the time, 6.2K, let's go Gurley for now. And then I always want to get three running backs in my lineup. Again, this would be more of a cash game lineup, so let's try to build a safe floor here. Dalvin Cook or Zeke. Let's just throw Zeke in there for now. So we got 4.4K remaining. Let's plug a cheap defense in. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at defenses. The Jags D against the Saints at 2.2K at home. I know the Jags D just got lit up by the Panthers, but they're still a pretty solid defense. I kind of like that as a cheap option. The battle to win those teams, Miami and Washington, could go there. Let's just throw a cheap option there. So let's just throw in the Jags for now. And then let's take a look at tight ends first before we get to wide receiver and then see what we can build. So tight ends, let's see. We got Kelsey at the top. Again, both the two games I want a lot of pieces of are Houston, Kansas City, and Arizona, Atlanta. I expect both over-unders to be probably over 52, 53 at least. Kittle seems pretty solid in the mid-range. Let's see. Will Dissly, don't know if I want to pay 5K for Will Dissly. I know he's been solid, but this might be the week where I hop off. Mark Andrews dealing with the injury. Don't think I want to go there. Joe Everett just had a big day. Over 100 yards at 3.6K. I think the ownership's going to go up on him. Maybe it might get too high, so I'll probably fade. There's really not a whole lot of decent tight ends in this rate. No Evan Ingram. There's no Darren Waller. Let's just go. Can we plug Kelsey in? 4.3K. Probably could and just get some value guys. Would only go Kelsey there if Mahomes plays, obviously. So let's take a look at wide receivers. So we're going to need some value plays. Julio is obviously great at the top, has a lot of upside. Had a little down week there with only 3 catches for 42 yards in a game where there was a lot of points scored, but this is a nice bounce back spot here. Michael Thomas is a guy I really liked for cash games. Had a huge day there with 44 fantasy points. Don't know if I want to go there, though, against Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins has still yet to have a big game since week 1. It was Will Fuller week. I talked about him in videos. Will Fuller, 4.5K. He was going to have a breakout game soon. I told you guys I was really scared of fading him. And it blew up my face. Will Fuller just went huge. Cooper Kupp, it seems really safe at 7.1K. But again, I don't think we can get there with the way my lineup is right now. Odell at 6.8K. That's a pretty cheap price for Odell. He really hasn't flashed any upside besides week 2, but it's just the price tag that I think makes him in play there. Tyler Lockett seems pretty safe in the mid-range. Boyd was a guy I liked a lot last week. Fitzgerald at 6.1K. I do kind of like that. It had a little off week, I guess, but I wouldn't mind going right back to the ball here, pairing him with Kyler. The problem is I don't know if we have enough salary remaining. Will Fuller, the price tag jumped up on him to 6K. He's still in play, though. Again, Houston, Kansas City, Atlanta, Arizona. I want a lot of pieces to that game. Let's look at cheaper receivers first, though. McCole Hardman, don't mind him at all there at 5.3K. He's got the big play upside. Let's go to Kansas City actually real quick because Sammy Watkins pulled that hamstring. I'd assume he's going to miss. We also got Tyreek Hill, though, possibly coming back. Andy Reid said he's optimistic he'll practice fully sometime this week. So that's the situation we have to monitor. If both those guys miss, then we could look to a guy like Byron Pringle, who basically played the whole game there at 6 catches for over 100 yards. So he would be a value guy I would get to if both those guys are out for Kansas City. But let's keep moving here. Let's try to find some cheap receivers we like. Don't mind the price tag there in Emmanuel Sanders. The matchup not the best, though. Auden Tate, the price jumped up on him a little bit. Let's see. Preston Williams, kind of like this at 4.1K. Going up against Washington, 2 of like the worst teams going at it, and he's basically going to play the whole time. 12 and 7 targets here, so I kind of like him as a cheap option. Let's see other cheap options here. Robbie Anderson, Jameson Crowder would be 2 guys I would very much get to if Sam Darnold plays. So again, if Sam Darnold plays, I think Jameson Crowder would be one of the top value plays in the slate. Keyshawn Johnson, wouldn't mind going back there with if Christian Kirk and Bird are out again. Let's take a look at Arizona. They're both questionable. So again, if both those guys miss, Fitzgerald seems pretty safe. Then we could look to a guy like Keyshawn Johnson as a value play. Let's see other options. Again, Byron Pringle if both those Kansas City guys miss. I might have to take Zeke out and go with a cheaper running back so I can get some receivers I feel confident in. So let's take Zeke out for now. And let's go. Let's go Chris Carson for now. At 6K, I think he seems pretty safe here. And then that leaves us 5.1K remaining, so we have a little more wiggle room. Again, I like pairing Fitzgerald with Kyler, so let's go ahead and throw Larry Fitzgerald in there. And then we got 4.6K remaining. That one value play, Preston Williams, where is he at? He's at 4.1K, so then that leaves us 5.2K remaining. 5.2K, we get Jarvis, D.D. Westbrook, Sutton, Sanders. Kind of like D.D. Westbrook here at 5.16, and then 11 targets at last game. He does have the upside in him, so I don't mind that. So we got Kyler pairing him with Larry Fitzgerald. We got some safe running backs here with Fournette, Gurley, and Carson, all in the mid-range, but all guys that should play 75% of the snaps with Carson and Gurley, and then Fournette's going to be basically out there the whole game. We got some cheap options here with Preston Williams, but I like that. Washington defense, nothing to be scared about. Westbrook's okay here at 5.1K, and then the Jags D. So don't hate that lineup. Again, this is kind of just a first look. But yeah, really, like for GPPs, I love Arizona, Atlanta. and then obviously Kansas City, Houston. Those are 2 games I want a lot of exposure to, and then we can look to some cheaper options here with Washington, Miami. Let's just give a look at those guys really quick. McLaurin at 6K, Chris Thompson 5K, AP, Kenny and Drake. So there's a lot of cheap options we can look to in this game. Again, 2 really bad teams, 2 winless teams. So I don't hate looking for value in that game. But I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. So if you have been enjoying the content so far, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe. Again, if you want to get into the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in this video. That's 1 entry into the giveaway. I'm going to have a video up breaking down the NBA preseason slate for Tuesday right after this, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's it. So again, thanks for coming out and checking out the video, and I will see you guys later.